Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm sorry, I'm having a lot of tech difficulties right now. So, for a minute or two before I start talking, I want to check in and make sure that you guys can hear me and you can see me. So, I'm going to wait for my trusty friends and family to sign on. And then once they chat with me and let me know that they can see me and or hear me, I will begin. How are we doing? We'll find out in a minute. Okay, I've got confirmation. I am being seen and heard from one person. Okay, and in a second, I'm going to get confirmation. Oh, there's Rena. Hi, Rena. All right, so you guys can hear me and see me. Everybody can hear me and see me. Maybe, yes, I think so. Okay. I'm going to start as if everybody can hear me and see me and just hope that that's the truth. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today on Relax with Ria. I'm Ria, your Reiki practitioner. I also am doing guided meditations as well as sound healing. Dad and everybody can hear me and see me. Woohoo! Everybody can hear me and see me. Awesome. So today's session is going to be on self-love. Everybody's out of their routine. Everything is kind of upside down. I know for me, I have been eating a lot more in the last 6 weeks. I've eaten so much that I actually forced myself to buy a scale just so I could see how much weight I've actually gained. And it's not pretty. I've gained over 15 pounds in 6 weeks. So I have a lot of self-love, image problems going on right now. I'm eating a lot. I'm not working out as much. I'm gaining weight. I don't feel good in my body. But then there's another side of self-image that has been really bothering me. For 6 weeks when this first started, I had this aha and this energy like, oh, self-quarantine, that's amazing. I mean, I have all this time to do all these things that I've wanted to do that I haven't had time to do. So I wrote up what I called my CQ to-do list, my Corona quarantine to-do list, scrubbing out the refrigerator and making a really, really big pile of things to donate, scrubbing the floors, taking pictures of all my albums just in case the house burns down, like the random things that you're like, okay, when I have a lot of time, that's what I'm going to do. Write a book. I had all these ideas and yes, I'm doing some things, right? I started the show, yay me. And I'm doing some cleaning here and there, but especially the last couple of weeks, I'm like, oh, I'm not doing enough. I'm not being productive enough. Why am I not trying hard enough? And a lot of people have said, relax. Funny, relax, Ria. We're with all this uncertainty and all this craziness, it's very normal to not be productive. There's a lot of study and research that's showing that, we're not on our normal path. And because we're not on our normal path, we can't expect to be as productive as we normally would be if we had the same routines and habits that are in our way. So for me, I know that this session is going to help me personally, and I hope you too, with looking at my body image. And despite the fact that I'm gaining weight, being okay with it and still loving myself and knowing that once everything gets back on track, I'll get back to the exercising and the eating healthier and blah, blah, blah. And it's also about how am I choosing to spend my time and being loving and gentle to myself, and talking good, happy thoughts to myself instead of shaming myself or getting on myself and giving myself a hard time. Just trying to talk with self-love and patience and compassion and empathy, which I would have for everybody else, but sometimes it's hard to have for myself. So that's what we're going to be focusing on today. Self-image, the physical aspect, and then also the internal aspect. Okay. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm going to do the altar view. See, even right now, I'm focusing on my altar, and what do I look at? I look at the gut that I've accumulated. So we're just going to put that up there. Put that down there. There we go. Make me feel a little better about that. All right. Also, I'm going to start the music. And hopefully that doesn't mute me. Okay. Music on. And if for some reason you cannot hear me or see me right now, please just let me know in the chat so I can try to remedy it. Thank you so much. All right. You could just stretch your arms out for a second. Roll your neck around. Look up, look down. Wiggle your fingers and get comfortable. All right. Let's take 3 long, deep breaths together. Oh, perfect. I'm lighting some incense. Lighting my candle. And if you are sitting down or laying down, just get comfortable. Close your eyes if it feels good. Breathe however you wish, naturally in and out through your nose, or deeply in through the mouth. In through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Okay. So the chakra that I'll be focusing on mostly today is the 3rd chakra. It's located near the solar plexus, kind of near the belly button. And this chakra, amongst many other things, helps our ego and confidence and self-love be balanced. And the oils that I'm going to be using today are grapefruit, fennel, and cedarwood. So what I'm focusing on right now is the intention that you and I know deep down that we are perfect exactly the way we are. Even though I might feel overweight or uncomfortable in my body, unappealing to the eye, not sexy, not attractive. Or on the other hand, the less physical. If you or I are feeling shameful, guilty, lazy, lethargic, not utilizing this time to the best ability, maybe mildly depressed, stuck in a rut, setting the intention again that we are perfect just as we are in this very moment. Even though we might compare to the past, to have a level of love, compassion, and acceptance for ourselves. We're going through a really difficult time. Everything is out of the ordinary right now. With all the fear and uncertainty, parts of us are in a fight or flight type of mode, in a survive instead of trying to thrive. So just having a little bit of love and acceptance. We're not lazy. We're not unattractive. We shouldn't feel guilty or ashamed. Love and acceptance for who we are today, in this moment. Knowing that when this difficult time passes, if we choose to, we can change our habits yet again and our routines. I know I'll be going to the gym a lot. You are perfect. You are getting through this in the best way possible. It's all going to be okay. You are handling this in a way that you need to for you. And that's okay. I love this saying somebody once told me. Never should on yourself. I should be writing this book. I should be walking more because it's the only type of exercise. I should be eating less. I should be watching what I'm eating. I should be trying harder to make money off of this show because who knows when I'll be able to go back to work. I should. Try never to should on yourself. You are exactly where you need to be at exactly the perfect time. We might not know the reason, but this is part of our path. Try not to beat yourself up on a path. Some of the stones that I'm using today are amethyst, rose quartz, carnelian, and of course my quartz pyramid. The solar plexus, the chakra, has a lot to do with our self-worth, our self-belief, which then turns into confidence and courage and all of that. But I think that self-belief, that self-worth, the belief of worthiness, for me right now, is important. There's enough going on externally that we can't control that affects right now our health and our financial situation and our social life. But what we can control is how we talk to ourselves, how we talk and treat others. That inner talk that can either be loving or judging. I know the last couple weeks it's been really important for me to pay attention to my thoughts. How do I feel about not doing this or this or this, or doing that and that and that? And I think it's just important to the best of our ability, let it go. Forgive yourself. These are these times we've never really been through something like this, individually or as a culture. Let's give ourselves a break, relax a little, love ourselves through thick or thin. Haha, get it? The session before this was focused on the root chakra, rooting down into earth and being grounded. And I think that same sense of being connected combined with self-love enables us, I believe, to move forward with a little bit more hope, a little bit more optimism, a little bit more of acceptance. May you love yourself. May you feel good about yourself and how you've handled this crisis. Okay, now let's clean your chakras. Okay. Again, today I'm using cedarwood, fennel, and grapefruit. And now I'm going to do the blowing technique. May you think happy thoughts, positive, empowered, strong, confident, accepting, compassionate thoughts for how you are handling your time, your body, your life during this craziness. And may you know that for better or worse, this too shall pass. Now I got my hands over your tummies. again, if you're new to Reiki and you're feeling warmth on the areas that I'm working on, it's very normal. A little tingling sensation, maybe those spasms. On it. Welcome back. Please take your time. You could stay laying down with your eyes closed or relaxed and comfortable. Thank you so much again for joining me today. I hope after today's session you feel a little bit better about how you are handling everything, about how you are handling all of this chaos and craziness. I know for me personally, I feel a little bit better about my quarantine 15. I will also be drinking more water though, and walking a lot more. It is what it is. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Be easy, be kind to yourself, be gentle with yourself. In reference to my quarantine to-do list, my CQ to-do, if I do even half of one thing every 3 days, I'm moving in the right direction. So maybe instead of thinking about all the big projects that you maybe had planned, you do one thing out of one project, just one. And then you feel good because you did something. You know, it's kind of like the dishes thing. Sometimes you're like, I'm just going to do a fork, and then you end up doing everything. And you feel good about it. But however you choose to handle it, I hope you feel good about how you're choosing to handle it. And again, this too shall pass. So with that, I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm live on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 4 p.m. Pacific time. If you have any requests, if you'd like me to focus a Reiki session on something specific, please don't hesitate to email me at relaxwithria@gmail.com. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. You have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining. Namaste.